Hello guys, first off, let me just say Merry Christmas, because I didn't really officially say it in the Christmas special of LMC. And of course, the Adventures in Vinyl Land wasn't really a Christmas episode. I'll get to explaining that in a second, but first off, wow, 2016, you need to stop. Like, seriously, 2016, we all just need to sit down and have a talk and find out, like, who did what to your mother to do this to us, because, oh man. So, I'll get to the point. Basically, so, George Michael passed away today, and I was just recently starting to get into his music. I mean, I was just getting into it. Like, I don't really view him as a master of his craft, but he's good. He's a great singer. He's a sensational talent, definitely. I can understand why so many people liked him. He wrote some fantastic tracks, like Faith is a great album. It's not really a masterpiece, but it's got so many fantastic, energizing tracks on it, and you can definitely see how that was considered something of a game changer in late 90s terms, because it foresaw a lot of what was to come in the next decade, mostly kind of like mixing in like those hip-hop-ish rhythms with modern pop music, and the progression it was going towards being more electronic. But yeah, that was a shocker. I didn't even know he was sick. I mean, I guess you could have known, like, he's been kind of having problems for decades, like, with drugs and anonymous sex. Like, for a while, people thought he was one of the big celebrities who had AIDS, and that was all proven to be a myth. Or maybe, like, I don't think they've really clarified what he's passed on from just yet, but, one thing I do need to know is I need to make sure that that guy, the sales clerk at PDQ Records, stops talking about artists when I'm buying albums, because first he mentioned how Leonard Cohen said that this was going to be his final album, and then 2 weeks later Leonard Cohen died. And then, you know, he mentioned, because I was buying a vinyl copy of Faith by George Michael, he's like, you know, they say he's not doing so well. Well, is this man just like does he have a death note with just like several major musicians, and he's just like, I'm gonna kill off these musicians that I keep talking to my customers about? Like, oh man, this guy's like some sort of prophet, I swear to God. He's not allowed to talk about musicians ever again. I'm just gonna be like, look bro, I'm just here to buy my records. You shut up. You don't say anything, because I'm pretty sure you're 100% responsible. I know I'm shoving a lot of humor into, you know, George Michael's death. I'm not meaning to. This has been a rough year, guys. It really has, for everybody. You know, and for a lot of people, it doesn't look like things are getting that much better, you know, but you have to remain positive. Like, and I'm gonna be a little bit more rational about celebrity deaths. Like, let's be honest here, like, starting in the 60s and 70s, there were more celebrities like then, because of the sudden boom in popular music, how it went from just being like, it was already like a huge industry, but it became even bigger after like the British invasion, and all these other genres started coming into the mix. Like, we started having many more celebrities right around the 60s and 70s. So there were more famous people starting around then, and a lot of those people are getting older. So if you really think about it, like, that's the reason why it seems like these people are dying more frequently, because they are. Because there's more of them, you know, in the modern era than there were in previous decades. And that was Fred flying around. He does that. He's just like, well, I feel like getting attention, so I'm going to fly around in a circle and squawk. You know, so, I mean, it's just one heck of way to end your Christmas. It's like even 2016 couldn't leave Christmas alone. Can we just have a Christmas without a celebrity death? But seriously, rest in peace, Mr. Michael. You were a great musician. You were a great talent. Now, a couple of more things. Like, originally the Dare episode was going to be released a lot sooner than it was. But I don't know if you guys like saw my post on r/vinyl, the subreddit for vinyl. But a lot of people were saying we need to talk about that record player, buddy, because you can't keep making videos using. Basically, it's what they call a Crosley. It's not made by Crosley, but they call it a Crosley because Crosley was that company that makes those little portable turntables. And no one, like maybe a couple of people had told me about the potential for it to ruin your records, but they didn't like make it really clear exactly how bad these things were. That like, I didn't really read up on it because they didn't make it sound like that big of a deal. I mean, I learned how to store vinyl. Like, I have crates of vinyl. I don't put them on shelves. They're all stored vertically. I have, you know, those little plastic sleeves for everything, even my new stuff. And I had no idea that these things were that bad for your records. So that's why you notice the different turntable in the new video. And that's what that video was waiting on. So that way I could shoot that footage and put that last little remaining bit I had left in there. And that's why it took so long. And I know a lot of people, like, they don't really follow that show, but I always do this. I always say, you know, give my other shows a chance, but give this one a chance. Like, a lot of people are really liking it because it's not skit-based, it's just informational, and it's still a review show. It's kind of like if the better portions of Two Beats Plus got mixed in with the better portions of Lost Media Chronicles and had a baby. And then, like, that baby just so happened to have an affinity for vinyl. So yeah, there you go. Just wanted to do a quick little vlog, wish you guys a Merry Christmas, and also say rest in peace, George Michael, and keep an eye out because there's still that surprise coming, and we also have the Fleet Foxes episode, so the surprise is not the Fleet Foxes episode. Oh, by the way, they also announced a new album in 2017, so all the more for reviewing Helplessness Blues within the next couple of days, so I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.